Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of the 50 Bad Sci-Fi Movie Gauntlet. I'd just like to announce real quick, I can no longer do the live streams for these movies as YouTube just doesn't like when I do that, even though the movies are public domain. I don't make the rules, YouTube does. So, because of this, I did not include the part where I spun the wheel in the last live stream because I had complications, and all the movies I took out due to copyright are now back in. We are going to watch every single movie, all 50 of them. Alright, before we start the movie, there's one thing I want to do, and that is have an IMDb page where I not only rate the movies, but I put them in order of my least favorite to most favorite. So, at the beginning of each episode, I will go over my opinions of the last episode's movie so I can have more thoughts. First off, we're gonna have Inframan. Easy 10 out of 10. The best So Bad It's Good movie, zero boring moments. Some movies like The Room that are so bad it's good have those like boring, long, drawn out, uncomfortable sex scenes. No boringness, nothing. Also, the English dub has the villain named Princess Dragon Mom. I wasn't just joking. They knew too. All right. Alright, I found where I edited. We gotta search Inframan and let it join. There we go, we're gonna add Inframan. There we go, Inframan's at number 1 place. Let's go. Alright, the next movie will be King of Snakes. I guess some call it King of Snakes, some call it King of Snake. I don't know. Either way, I'd rate it 5 stars. It's in the middle. Actually, yeah, 5 stars is definitely a good spot. I liked it enough to be enjoyable. It was definitely cheesy enough to have the fun effects. I had a lot of good jokes. I really liked the episode I made out of it. So yeah, I definitely put that in number 2 though. There we go. Next we have Manos: The Hands of Fate. Amazing movie. I'd rate 8 because it was amazing. However, it did drag on in some parts, or some parts are so boring. At first, it was funny to see Torgal stumble around because there's a lot of scenes where nothing happens, but it's funny because Torgal just fucking makes the most of it. But it gets boring to a point. So we're gonna rate it at number 8, and I will put Manos in second. There we go. Menace from Outer Space. This movie was enjoyable. I liked the characters. I thought the characters were definitely well written. I like the premise of how the humans were the bad guys that were manipulating the naive, I should say, aliens. Aliens were good. They were good, peaceful, democratic people that are being manipulated. But was it a good movie? No, it was cheesy, had bad effects. But I like the writing. The characters were at least had competent writing, I should say. However, low budget. The writing was there, but other than the writers, I don't think there was anybody else cared that much about it other than the writers. And because of that, honestly, I'll put it at 5. I do feel like it's in terms of writing, it is better than 3.7, but everything else I can understand, so I put it at 5. Alright, when add 8 Minutes Found in Space, I put it in 4th place. A lot of this is movies I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch King of Snakes over Menace from Outer Space, no doubt. King of Snakes is definitely a fun movie, and it has, like I said, cheesy moments. It's a good mix. The Phantom Planet is so nothing of a movie. Nothing really goes on. It's more like a day in the life of a guy who just gets sidetracked, and the ending where it says the end question mark does not make any sense. The end of what? The end of his journey? The end. There was a start, there was a beginning, middle, and end. The end is what interpretation of the ending is there to continue on, and because of that, Club Shido's cameo in the lawn end just kind of was good. Honestly, 3 stars. It was definitely. I'm definitely interested in maybe watching it again, so I put it at 3 instead of 2. Also, one more thing about Menace from Outer Space: the writing of the villain was good. However, I don't know. It was from a TV serial. I don't know if they just said fuck it. But once the Spanish conquistador aliens came in, it just fucked up with the plot. Because you got the professor who met like an old like work accomplice or whatever you want to call it, and he was evil and manipulated aliens. And once the new alien race came in, it just focused on the alien race. I don't think we even focused on villain being the second Doctor. Here's my kitty. Like it makes sense because like, oh, you have an arc. You had a few episodes, that 3 episode arc, but you got to edit out the stuff that sets up previous, and it's weird. So anyways, Phantom Planet is 100% going at the bottom. It's not like it was not enjoyable. It was just, like I said, nothing. Complete and utter nothingness. One more thing I want to show you. We go to Rotten Tomatoes. Inframan has a 100% reviewer tomato, not the fan. The critic score is 100%. And the audience score is pretty lower, which is crazy. Usually, especially with these type of movies, it's flipped. It's crazy. Because I feel like if you're a critic, they would get it, because this is just pure fun art. It is not trying to do anything spectacular. It is just trying to have fun and make a movie to entertain people. And it did the best job it could. It does its job by being motherfucking Inframan, and it does nothing else other than being Inframan. It is the best fucking movie of all time. Highly recommend Inframan. Wonderful, immaculate masterpiece. Citizen Kane wishes it was this. There will never be a movie like Super Inframan. Hong Kong is now the best city because of this movie. This movie will forever be studied for how good it is. Science can't explain why this movie is so good. If we ever get a movie better than this, it'll probably Inframan. Let's go. Alright, I guess we can spin the wheel right now. I do want to shuffle this time. Let's do that. What movie will we be getting? Let's go. Maybe it's a Gamera movie. Oh. Oh, Warning from Space. Let's just look that up real quick. 1956 film. Oh. Oh. Oh! Now this is my kind of movie. Look at this. We are... This is it. This might be the best movie I've ever seen. We'll be back with the movie once I get it loaded. See ya.